I started, it was a very small business. I had 5 stores in Malaysia and 1 store in Singapore. And as we grew, everything had to change. So the challenge is to how to manage the growth, because everything changed. Every process had to change, and it's not just the number of stores, not just the number of employees, but the whole back end, also had to keep up. Otherwise you get into a lot of problems with the supplies and inventory and all this sort of thing. So I think this was the challenge at a period of fast growth.
The good thing is there are tools. There are a lot of online tools that can help you market and reach out to customers. The difficult thing is that you have to pivot yourself and learn a lot of these new things. So it's a brand new world.
Edy, you've probably had the longest run of the 3 of you in the brand, right?
In the business for 50 years. I think to answer your question, is very clear. The world is changing. What was in the 70s and what is today is completely different, right? So the way in order to survive and to sustain the growth, you have to make changes. So the keyword is changes. You must grow with the world.
How do you make traditional Chinese medicine relevant to today's audiences? How do you get millennials to embrace it?
Yeah, I think the communication of the values is very important, because it's sort of consistency. If the brand expresses its core values well, and these resonate and continue to resonate with your current audience, they will keep following you. How do we keep growing, and how do we keep growing the market? We have to be relevant to the current customer base. But at the same time, if you're heritage, then there has to be a transmission of certain values that resonate. So this has to be consistent.
Our B2B business has been very steady during this COVID times because we do a lot with hospitals and healthcare industry and all that. So people still need to change their uniforms and stuff. The retail side has definitely gone down quite a fair bit, and in many ways, the mask is a needed item at this point in time. So that brought in additional revenue for us and helped us, we pivoted to that, created a new product, and that has helped. So I guess moving forward is really about understanding what customers want. Nowadays, maybe change in lifestyles, change in behavior. They may not wear so much formal shirts, but we could go for more. We are going more for smart casuals, and we extend our product lines.
How do you work digitalization into your business? Given that yours is an old brand, medicated oil. I mean, who is your audience, and how do you continue to build?
Now we add up another division, another channel, which we call it the e-commerce, you see. So because particularly, this COVID even accelerated that kind of process. So this is really growing very fast.
Edy, your product is easier to sell on e-commerce because you don't have size, you don't have color. Mine has size and color.
If you really use the technology to your benefit, there's a lot of things that you can do, you see. Let's say if I'm wearing this shirt, it is better in black, or is it better in blue, then through this technological, you can just pop at the click.
Yeah. It's very easy to say you click your finger and it changes, but the back end part of it, the preparation, the rendering and all that.
Leave it to the millennial. Leave it to the millennial.
We always look at the
this is what I want. You do it, okay?
Yeah, I wish we could all create magic just like that.
How do you draw the younger generation to enter your business? Maybe not so much as consumers, but to work with you, to work for your organizations.
How do we react with them, the millennials? I think we just have to speak their language. When I say communication is not only oral, but also visual. You see, so your packaging, I think Yu Yan Sang done a very good job. You know, the packaging looks very modern. I mean, the young people will immediately look at it and attracted by it. Color was pastel color. If you probably take a product, including our product, some are very old look, but some are done with a purpose to portray the heritage. But sometimes you need to change because they don't like to see. But so the communication in terms of oral, the communication in terms of visual.
Yep.
And what Richard say is the communication about the quality.
In the old days, it's one way. It's one way. You put a print ad, you put a TV ad, or whatever it is. It's one-way communication. Today with social media, everybody jumps in, and many people would have opinion about your product. So bearing that in mind, you've got to be very careful how you deal with this, right? So if there's a negative comment, how do we deal with it? If there's a positive comment, how can we, expand that?
The good thing about all this online marketing and all, it gives you a lot of data, it gives you a lot of feedback as well. So you get to understand your customers better.
Yes.
So that's what I like about in fact, the current form of advertising that we can use.
Packaging is one thing, it's just the design. Because back in the day, when we did not do a lot of sales outside of our own stores, the packaging was not so important. I mean, originally our stores were just medical halls, which you sold the herbs, right? So you can't, they're not on display anywhere, they're in drawers. So but now it's very different. Now, like Park Eddie's product, you've got to put on shelves. So your packaging is very important in order to tell people your product is there, and so having modern packaging that's attractive and eye-catching is very important. And then also, but at the same time, you also have to modernize what's inside. So you don't want to have a modern packaging and then inside is still the same old thing. So for us anyway, we've got to change modern dosage forms. So from the old traditional pills, so small like ball bearing type pills, we have to change into capsules. Now people would prefer to just pop capsules, right? And so on. But that involves a lot of changes in the whole manufacturing process.
For your products, have you changed the formulation much or at all?
In the last 30 years, the raw material are changing, as what Richard says, with this modern equipment, you can do a purer raw material. How do you extract the herb in the past and how do you extract the herb now is a lot of different. There's a lot of technology into it, so you can get much purer. Not only that, but sometimes you can extract what you do not want.
Yeah. What's your profile like in terms of your customer? What sort of age groups are they in? And have you seen a shift take place, Loo Fern, with your products?
Actually, our customer base is a very wide age range. We have customers from 20-something to 60-something, or
Okay.
And we have been.
As long as you need to wear a shirt.
Sorry.
As long as you need to wear a shirt, you're a customer.
Yeah, not just shirt. You need to wear pants. You need to wear suit. When you get married, you need to get a proper suit and all that. And we are also doing things like T-shirts and other items as well. So it's not just shirts now.
I think in the Zoom era, you probably need more shirts and pants. Pants not in the picture, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't have to see the bottom.
I'm not going to show you what I'm wearing underneath.
I don't think we all want to show each other.
And I think the other problem is shoes are also very difficult to sell because you don't need to show off your shoes. Right?
So people are wearing sneakers much more than the leather shoes now.
Yeah.
If you look at the
there's a bigger push towards comfort more than fashion as such, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because people are getting casual, right? I mean, you go office wearing sneakers, as long as not those funny colors. You know,
Yeah.
No, even that, even funny
And
colors.
especially with this
nothing.
tech look, you know, all this, everybody wants to look techy. They wear the round neck black t-shirt, like that's the uniform for techy look, you know.
For shirt, it's always the shirt, Loo Fern.
No, but the shirt got
always a shirt.
technology,
You got breathable
nowadays,
materials.
the
and
materials
whatnot,
are all different.
Material. I think
Material
even
are
the
different.
color, right? Loo Fern, the color in the past, people just simple
yeah.
color, pastel color. Now people make very colorful, very brave color. You know.
No, actually, there's a lot of change even where clothes are concerned, because like Richard said, materials, what kind of, functional materials
Fabrics. Yeah.
or sustainable fabrics. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're looking at all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And people, it's more like what people care about now. And I believe that a lot of young people, I'm very thankful that young people they care a lot about sustainability. They
Yes.
care a lot about the environment. And that's where we have to go towards as well. Not overconsumption,
Do you see a lot of younger people coming into your
Yes,
customer base?
yes. I mean, we have products for the old, which is traditional, and we also develop products for the young. We produce this eucalyptus spray. We produce during the SARS. Eucalyptus oil is known for the antibacterial, but the young people now, they like the tea tree oil. The Australian promote the tea tree oil. And we see this as an opportunity. So we produce something like this. This is under the tea tree oil, you see.
Who do you view as your role models today?
Dyson.
Okay. Why?
I'm trying very hard to think of local role models. I mean recently the Entrepreneur of the Year is the young man who the two of them actually created a chair called Secret Lab, right? Used by gamers, and that's become a multi-million-dollar business in a very short time. And this the opportunity would not have existed 10, 20 years ago. The idea of just making a chair for people to play computer games. Think about how niche that sounds like, yeah. But they've sold about 1 million chairs already since it started. And
There's also a timing,
homegrown Singapore company with two 30-something-year-olds. One of them was like my son's classmate.
No, but don't you think it's also about timing? Because the chair now is not just for gamers. Even so many people are working at home and they all need to sit on comfortable chairs. So they market it for that sector as well.
Yeah. I'm sitting on one actually. I'm trying to show it. That's it.
Oh yeah, okay. I see.
Yeah, I can see it. Anyway, so
you're a big time gamer, right, Richard?
No, I'm not. But it's a very comfortable chair. As Loo said, you're staying here all day, right? I want a chair I can sit in all day. And to think that two young men from Singapore created a world-beating product, I think that's great.
That's good.
It's
very about time you had some,
that means anyone can do it. Anyone can do that kind of thing if you set your mind to it.